Alright, checking. Looks like the stream is live. Hang on one second. Alright, stream is live. Welcome everyone. So I don't really have something scheduled today. I just figured that I'd do a bit of Gwent because I want to get my dailies done. So we will take a look at just various deck types. Some things that I've made. I will be doing some ranked games with Nilfgaard. With any luck, I will actually be able to get some points. We've actually been very successful with the Nilfgaard Spies deck recently. Very successful. Oh, dropped out of queue. I hope that bug hasn't come back at all. There was a bug for a little while in Gwent when there was just matchmaking, but actually getting into a successful game was very difficult because every couple of minutes you'd get dropped out of the queue.
I forgive you this time.
Okay, so we're playing against another John Caveat. Jan Caveat? Must be Jan Caveat, yeah. I don't know. This will be interesting. Odds are likely that he's running Letho, which will probably go down as my least favorite card in history right now. Because it's a combo that no matter what you do to stop it, you still lose.
A shame I have no time.
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time. The revolution is inevitable.
Interesting to see a Jan Caveat that's not running Roach. Though, to be fair, Roach is kind of a personal preference of mine. I specifically crafted Roach for this deck.
A shame I have no time.
Hail, Kerzer!
Yeah. That was dumb of me. I didn't actually notice the Syria until the very end of the round. What do I want to keep? First light can go away, I think. So we do have Cantarella in hand. That makes things much easier. He has 12 cards. He's going to have to spend one, so I'm going to pass. Let him spend his card. We go into round 3 with both of us having 11 because I have Cantarella, which will give me a card to make up. Okay, you do that. I can't get that out of my graveyard anyway. Having both Impera Brigades in hand is good. I like this. The emissary is kind of useless, but it's still a spy, so I'll keep it. The only reason I say the emissary is useless on round 3 is because I have everything at the end of the... Fuck no. Just... No. Assassinate can't hit cards on your field. Of course he's running Cantrella. That's a... yeah. That is entirely my bad. And now I can't use my ambassadors because they'll buff Fake Siri. Or they'll have a pretty good chance of buffing Fake Siri. I guess we'll have to see what this comes with.
I warned you.
So what I should have done was played the emissary. Then played Joachim DeWitt
Please wait
to
for
summon the final Impera Brigade, because the emissary would have let me find out what my next card was.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
He's gonna win this though, because he's got Fake Siri and I can't do anything about it.
Let us see.
Or more correctly, I can't do anything about it anymore. Well,
What is it now?
no, there's something I can do. No, never mind. There's nothing I can do. Because if I lightning bolt it, it'll gain 1, be at 8 strength, no, 4 strength next round. Yeah, so I drew that lightning bolt too late. Well, we'll play the ambassadors and hope that nothing buffs Fake Siri. Great.
Hail, Kerzer.
Oh, fantastic. Wait, no, fuck. I lose. So the reason I lose is because the unit that I've been buffing goes over to his side, because he's playing Jan Calviet as well. And there's no way to get rid of that unit because I don't have a D-bomb in hand. Which means, yeah, there's not really much. Unfortunately, Jan Calviets really, really suck at fighting Jan Calviets. Also, I was not expecting Fake Siri. Fake Siri is such an underused card.
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Get these out of my hand. Get a roach out of my hand. Thank you. I want to try and start the first round without any Impera Brigades in hand because I can use a spy to summon them, which frees up another slot in my hand for something useful. Like, say, an Ulzur's Thunder, or, well, I guess a Clear First Light. Not Clear Skies. I keep calling this Clear Skies, but that's only one of its effects.
The revolution is inevitable.
See how many cards we can bait out of him. What have we got in hand? Cantarella, so we can draw. In that case, why not? Let's do the Cantarella cheese. Also, he's running Herald the Cripple, which probably means we're going to be seeing some Axemen pretty soon.
I'm too old for this shit.
Dick thinning. Already, I really don't like this board state. Actually, I should have played the spy in the middle.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Eh, that worked, I guess. I don't know why he didn't play him in the middle. Yeah.
A shame
Play an
I have
emissary.
no time.
I want to try and Cantarella round 2. If we actually succeed at winning round 1, that is.
Your humble
Come on, give me an ambassador. Nope, just another Imperial Brigade.
Greetings. Want to look over our stock?
Didn't have anything else to play, probably. So we can drain 9 strength from him. And add 9 strength to our own, putting him at 30 and us at 45. That'll cost him an extra card, but it'll cost me my leader ability. That being said, there's not much of a better board state than this one.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Given what we have in our hand, at least.
We move out at once.
I pass. So something interesting about that spawn rig was he didn't discard any units with it. Which means I have a suspicion he had a really bad hand that round. Had. Wait, how'd this get in there? Actually, he might have discarded something. Was War Longship just not working? Possible. Hey, Flash. I assume that's post-fitness. Welcome. How's it going? What do I want to do?
Let us see.
Why not? Pull trees and then combat engineer him. Or combat engineer Cantarella. Because you... I think you actually... Didn't you change your Steam name to Flash as well? Also, Flash is your Dark Souls name. Or the character... Or, sorry. The name of your first Dark Souls character. When I played with you. Elementary. And Sherlock Holmes references and stuff. Sorry about my voice, by the way. Unfortunately, I woke up and I'm missing an octave, it seems. Though I'm not sure if it will go noticed. We're at 7. He still has to spend 1 to win the round. I think we win this game. Yes, quite. I don't know why, but just the Skellige! That amused me far too much. We don't need this many first lights. Emissaries are far more useful. So we have Joaquim. We've already used... Yeah. Combi. Combi of all things. I mean, I could get rid of it, I suppose. It goes off in 2 turns and I have a D-bomb and an assassinate. Sure.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna let Combi go off. I just need a stalling card. Yeah, because I gain Heimdall, right? Yeah, I gain Heimdall. His immune to weather effects is a gold strength. And yeah, my field is completely unaffected. I just have a gold who's immune to weather. His field, on the other hand... Roach will come back anyway. That's a good delay card, decoy. Hey, Breaking Dimes, how you doing?
So, no one else dares face me?
Ragnarok! I love it. I think he just fucked himself over too. I really hope he's got a good plan after this. No, he really doesn't. This is why you don't play combi. Like, okay, Herald the Crippled can remove 2 at best. And I still have 4 cards in hand.
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams.
Congratulations, you've done 4 damage to my entire side. Your parts came in? Oh, what parts are those? Are you making a new computer, Breaking Dimes? Nice. I'll get back up to 1700s pretty soon. Oh, nice. What are you running? I assume a computer maybe for streaming? Love building computers.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Just a bottleneck in the delivery service. Nice. That's awesome. I wouldn't mind making something with one of those too. Like everyone at work was talking about Ryzens when they first came out. Specifically, what they could do with them. Which, to be fair, I don't think I blame anyone. Oh, yeah, but your GPU is made for rendering stuff, so... I don't know, I remember Mythbusters showing off the difference between a GPU and a CPU, and the difference between them is kind of dramatic. Like, you don't use CPUs to render stuff for a good reason. Yeah. Okay. What do I want? Put that out. MSI ARM. I'm unfamiliar with that, actually. I know that's a fairly high-end video card. Congratulations, you have used Cleaver. Ah, okay. So a smart move there would have actually been to Lightning Bolt Cleaver and then use Decoy, because Scoia'tael is notorious for being the faction that can't bring shit back from the graveyard. At all. The RX 480. I think so. Yeah, I think I've heard of the RX 480. Isn't that a high-end ATI video card? Whatever.
Wanna put my axe?
Nice.
Hail Kerzer.
Yeah, what am I running right now? I am running a 6GB 1060 GPU, which ended up... No, this one didn't cost me anything, but the 3GB cost me like $200. What'd you get them for, out of curiosity? Price-wise, I mean. Also, I don't think the 980 is actually that expensive anymore. No, I'm wrong. 980 is still quite expensive. Do I want to, like, it's... Yeah, I'll pass.
This'll come as a surprise.
Arrows that lot.
Bet what will come as a surprise?
I'll feed you to the crows.
Hail Kerzer.
Wow. Lucky on his part. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind upgrading my PC at some point. Although I just upgraded it, so I probably won't need one anytime soon. What changed? Do you know? Fucking roach. So the reason I'm annoyed with this card ending up in my hand is because it is supposed to be something that you keep in your deck until you actually play a gold unit. I was intending to play a gold unit this round. I can't, so boo, I guess. Nice. Does the 1060 support crossfire? I've never actually checked. Now that I think about it, I should probably check that because I was intending to at some point just run 2. Though it doesn't do any good if I only have, like, if it doesn't support SLI. It's a bit simpler than Yu-Gi-Oh, but also a little bit, like, it's weird. There's nothing really like Gwent in current card games.
A shame I have no time.
I warned you.
There will be no negotiation.
Please stop using my units. That was funny though, because it instantly killed the unit that she had.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
There we go. That should allow me to win round 3. Should. Okay. I'll have to upgrade at some point. Oh. Okay. I was kind of hoping we could go into round 3, but clearly they were not into it. What, I get 50 ore? Okay. Yeah, the intent of the 1060 was always always to be kind of a affordable card for people who just couldn't get the 1070 or 1080s. So I'm not really down on it. I know there's probably upgrades that I could make to my PC, even so. I wouldn't mind making upgrades, it's just money is an issue.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Yeah, I think I asked earlier, but I don't know if you had replied. What was the change that made the RX 480 actually a little bit better than the 1060? What do I have? Fine with an Imperial Brigade sticking around in hand. I'll actually reroll an Emissary. Ah, okay. They found new ways to optimize it. Fair enough.
A shame I have no time. Your humble servant. A shame I have no time.
Thank you. Finally an Imperial Brigade. So the reason I did that was because the Imperial Brigades gain 2 strength for every spying unit on the field and every spying unit that's played. They're normally 6 strength, which can be immediately countered with an Ulza's Thunder. If I do it this way, they immediately become 12. Downside is I give my opponent 6, but that's not that much of a downside.
My lads will make sure of that.
Hello, Dijkstra.
Yield and say
Siri Dash, okay. That's interesting. A Siri Dash deck, you say? A Siri Dash deck, you say? I wonder if he knows what I'm going to do next. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, I know AMD was kind of the lower end for a little while. And then what with the Ryzen coming out, they are now better than Intel's stuff, just in general. Oh no, the CPU is fine, believe me. My CPU, actually, yeah, you can see my CPU stats. The CPU has been able to keep up with everything that I need it to do so far. Bye, Siri.
you'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Oh god, he was like, what the fuck just happened? Oh,
No one can hide from me.
take that. Yeah, unfortunately, CPUs are still also the most expensive. I wouldn't mind upgrading to a Ryzen, but my motherboard can't support it because my motherboard is an Intel chipset.
I killed for less.
Okay. Minus 12 plus 6. Treason. Good times. And I've eliminated his basic deck. Like, the thing about Siri Dash is that people build decks around her, so if you actually kill Siri Dash in such a way that she can't come back, like, for instance, assassination, which is what I just did, I've killed the deck ability. Well, wouldn't you need a new would you not need a new motherboard for that? If you were upgrading from an Intel chipset to a AMD chipset? Because they have different CPU architectures. Or did you actually build an entirely new motherboard? What do I want? I want Joaquin. Ah, okay. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that you had upgraded from a motherboard already using an AMD chip to just a straight up new CPU. Fair enough. Neat. Just no. If I don't do anything, then he still has to play more cards to win. Debating on the best way to set him back. Got it.
Go on, Encader!
Combat engineer, both Roach and Impera Brigade. Fair enough. What motherboard are you using? What motherboard is used? Sorry, I am attempting to work on my speech because, just generally speaking, I personally find that my speech is a bit lacking.
Barbarians.
Are you wounded? Again?
I've no mercy for your kind.
Oh.
Barbarians.
That was a good plan, but he killed it, and now I'm sad.
Your will be done, sire.
I have no spies in it either, which makes me very sad. Okay, cool. Wouldn't mind that. A gigabyte. I think I've seen that somewhere. Yeah, I think I saw that when I was actually looking for motherboards myself.
As you command, Majesty.
Don't. What is the point of that card? I'm probably going to lose this one, But I won a round, which I'm happy about. I just overcommitted far too much on the second run.
Well, it's war. Severed limbs, blood, and guts.
It's
you come
good
out.
at guns.
Just step
Hmm. Please don't banish Roach. Roach is a handy card. What did he banish? Whatever. If I can get it, there's a chance. Honestly, I haven't actually played the first Outlast, and I tend to do streams on series rather than just a single game. Like by far my most popular stream was the BioShock stream, which ran through BioShock 1, 2, and 3. Eventually, I'm going to do the Witcher stream once I actually hit 50 subs. Or not subs, but followers. It isn't... Okay. I'll have to consider it. I'm not normally into horror games, but I will take a look. Dead Space was certainly a bit of a off game for me.
Men of Kedwen, attack!
Yeah, how much... have I... Yes, I have seen a playthrough of Outlast. I don't remember much about that. I think that was over a year ago.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Oh, you jerk. Yeah, he wins by 1. Well, 2, technically. 3. Fine, whatever. Fair enough. Yeah, unfortunately, as I mentioned, funds have always been an issue for me. I would like to play a lot more games on stream than I actually can, just because I don't have the money to actually purchase more games for the stream. So I've been sticking to stuff that I already own for the most part. Or that's free to play. In the case of Path of Exile, Gwent, Dreadnought, games like that. First Outlast, I'll have to consider that. Oh, did you actually not ever complete Outlast? Huh. So even you had trouble with it. Great. Scraps. Oh, what am I gonna do now? Okay, so... Alright, we have 2 kegs, not just 1. The animation just snaps to the barrel. What is your favorite horror game, Breaking Dimes? I'm kind of curious. Also, what are your thoughts on the new Resident Evil? Ooh, Lambert. Give me that Lambert.
Human in shop.
So what? I was asking, what was your favorite horror game that you've played? Dead Space 1? Having recently replayed Dead Space 1, I don't think that game's aged well, unfortunately. I really liked it still, but just the controls. The big thing that's holding it back is just the controls. Everything else about that game is fantastic. The controls feel so clunky. And I know that's probably an intentional design decision. Yeah, it does, unfortunately. I still really liked it. I think Dead Space 1 was one of the games that I played. I played through 8 playthroughs on it. Well, actually, you say that. Here's the thing. I actually had... I started out playing on my Dead Space 1 playthrough using a controller. And eventually I was like, no. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna go back to my mouse so that I can actually aim at things at a decent speed. And granted, that might be because I don't have much experience with controllers. I'm generally a PC gamer. I actually only recently got these. Hang on a second. I only recently ended up picking up these, which are just these really cheap Logitech controllers. They work, which is the thing I bought them for, and that's all. Really? What did it keep crashing? Do you remember? Okay. I'm actually thinking that I might try a another playthrough of Dead Space 1. Just a pure skill playthrough at some point. And try... And I'm going to emphasize the try to do a hardcore run of Dead Space 2 because I kind of want the finger gun. Like, just a bit. Yeah, okay. I wonder what caused it to crash there. Actually, that would really suck. It's just be like, no, you can't finish the game. You're right at the end. You can't finish it, though. It is a pain in the ass, but I am actually super into really hard games. I very much enjoyed Dark Souls, both 1 and 3. I haven't played 2. I don't know. I don't actually own 2. I don't actually own 3 for that matter. So, meh. I have only played 3 through my roommate's account. But just I really like hardcore survival games. Yeah, I hear that that was one of the biggest problems with Dead Space 1 on PC. Was just the VSync fucked it over for some reason. Like, for some strange reason, VSync did not play well with Dead Space 2. Or Dead Space 1 at all. Yeah, because it was originally intended just for Xbox, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna quit out of this because I have done my daily rewards and I'm gonna start up some Hearthstone. So hang on a second while I set that up. RE7. I don't know how I feel about RE7, honestly. I've played it. I haven't played it on stream, and for various reasons I can't play it on stream. But, just... It feels much more like Resident Evil's earlier games. But it also feels like Silent Hill. And Silent Hill is a series that I like the idea of, but I can't play Silent Hill for very long. Because I get too annoyed at the shitty controls that most Silent Hill games have. Resident Evil nicely blocks out a lot of the issues with the Silent Hill controls. Yeah, like I actually did hear that Resident Evil 7 was intended to kind of take advantage of the niche that Silent Hill games left behind after they were discontinued by Konami. Who owns Silent Hill now? Actually, let's look this up. Who is Silent Hill's current owner? Da, 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 da. I don't think Konami's a bunch of assholes. I think someone's fucking insane and Konami is what's happening. Like, I just genuinely don't know what the fuck's going on with Konami. Where is... Apparently, Konami still owns Silent Hill. Which I'm surprised with. Every other non-Konami developed Silent Hill game is just something that they've pitched or they've allowed other people to use a license for. Yeah, exactly. And whoever was like, you know that guy who's been making money for us for the past 5 years or so? You know that Hideo Kojima? We should probably fire him. That guy's probably an idiot too. What was I looking for? Right, I was looking for Hearthstone, which means BattleNet. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Like, Hideo Kojima is someone who is actually, maybe his writing needs a bit of work, but like the development of his games is goddamn fantastic. Whatever anyone has to say against him. No, I'm not playing Heroes of the Storm. There we are.
Pull up a chair by the heart.
Hang on a second. Let me make a Hearthstone tab. So, fun thing about streaming for me is that I actually have a tab for every single game I've ever played, which allows me to do some interesting things, such as use the automatic scene switcher, which means that no matter what game I have, I'm always streaming the right game without actually having to go in and edit it manually, which is very nice. Don't want chat. Hearthstone. There we are. That's what I want. Yeah. Wait, is it with Sony now? Yeah, it's pretty much what I do too. I have I'm using automatic scene switcher, so I can just alt tab and it just switches to the idle mode. And to offset that, I have to make a tab for every single game, which isn't actually that bad, because it also means that I can make a setup for every single game, which works pretty well in my opinion. Where is... It was very smart of Sony. Sony clearly has more brains than Konami. Hang on, I'm going to stop the stream for a second here, just so that it has time to update. And I will be back shortly. All right, so I really hope I don't have to do any additional editing towards Hearthstone. No, it looks like it's fine. Okay, cool. So, slight warning. I'm not good at this game. Oh, wait, I do have to do slight editing. Hearthstone, please. There we go. I have video. So I'm not good at this game. I was never really good at Magic either. Gwent is by far my favorite card game over this. But I figured I'd come back in because we have a new expansion. And why the fuck not? First thing that I did when I came back in was also delete every card deck I've ever made. Yeah, it's basically just Magic Light if you've ever played Magic the Gathering. Yeah, don't expect any level of competent gameplay, really. I will try. I may succeed. It's possible. Basically, you play cards, they do a thing usually when they come on field or something. Well, this will be a little bit more familiar to you than Gwent then. I guess you can actually see where I can see where you might find the comparison to Gwent with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's based on playing a lot of cards on the field and then just keeping them on the field.
Your soul shall be mine.
All right. Also, this is probably a pretty bad deck because I don't have that many of the cards, to be honest. This deck is built around a single combo. Yeah, combo. A single combo, which allows me to just mess with... ooh, right, they've got these interactable things too. Where's an example? Hang on. Yeah, this thing. Basically, these are 0/3s. They summon 5/5 devil swords when they die. The trick is getting them to die because they can't attack. What I do is I put these out and I get them eaten by something. You heard me right? Eaten. Okay. What is this, a Murloc deck? Possible. Just punch myself in the face for an extra card. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. It's actually not beneficial for me to attack. Oh, I should have hit him for face. Or killed the 2/1. Like I said, I am terrible at this game. Devilsaur Egg. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Magic. I say that and I'm just looking over at my massive collection of Magic cards. Honestly, I'm probably going to sell those off pretty soon here. I don't play Magic anymore, and what was Hearthstone basically being Magic Light and much cheaper at that. If I ever feel the urge to go back to that sort of game, I can just play Hearthstone. I don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is now. I played it for a teeny tiny amount and then stopped playing it. So that'll die next turn. Does it suck now? That's kind of awful actually to hear because I've seen games go down the drain after a while. One of the ones that I played was Dreadnought. That was my very first game that I ever streamed. And boy, did that one go down after a while. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I didn't deal with any of the minions. So I just lose now. Done. You can probably find a way to do 6 damage to me. So, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Enough to really get a grasp on the rules, to be honest. I know that you had something to do with sacrificing monsters to play bigger monsters, but I never really understood exactly how that worked.
What you want?
Oh. Kind of like slivers in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, no matter what happens. Oh, is that what that is? I'm gonna die now. Damn it. Things were looking really good for a second there.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. Interesting. So they kind of replaced the mana cost with star cost. I'll take that, I guess. I don't really have a choice. I'll have to take it. The thing that I really don't like about Hearthstone is that there's an emphasis on randomness. And I really don't like randomness in card games.
Why do you fall?
Just as a general rule. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't have another one of those.
Is someone injured?
Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. In any competitive game, really, you don't want random stuff unless you can somehow find a way to guarantee that it's going to work.
Job's done.
Yes, please attack my Tark Reaper.
Someone carved it.
Right, exactly. That's generally how Magic works, is just a lot of the aggro decks just fail because of that exact reason.
Job's done.
Yeah. I honestly should have gotten rid of that far sooner.
Is someone injured?
That I'm getting rid of right now. You have one turn. Make good use of it.
Tasdik.
Well, at least I get a 5/5 raptor out of it. Do I have a way to get rid of that?
I hope you like my invention.
But yeah, I want to make a death rattle deck at some point, but I don't actually have that many death rattle cards, which annoys me a little bit. Oh hey, Void Terror, the thing that I wanted.
If you're sure.
So next round I play Igneous Elemental and then Void Terror. And the Void Terror will eat both the Sated Threshodon and the Igneous Elemental, causing both of their death rattle effects to go off. Creating a very large Void Terror as well.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Turns these into, yeah, this was it. Hang on a second. If I can play this, I should. Because it buffs the strength that the Void Terror gets. Now we have a 13/13 Void Terror. Oh, yes. Those are going to die very quickly. Oh. Never stays up, but he only needs to last one round. He's going all out to try and kill me at this point.
The gates are open. I have too many minions.
No mission venture. Get a nesting rock. I'll take that. He has to deal with the. He has to deal with this, which is a direct counter to the Joe-Wind Yeti. Since they both kill each other.
Hey, give me a minute.
Oh good, another sated Threshodon.
Someone called for this.
Well played.
I ain't gonna drag this out. There we go. That's basically what the deck does. It just isn't built around making the big Void Terror and getting as much Death Rattle effects as I can. Sated Threshodons are fantastic for it. Actually get rid of this mage deck, I think. Yeah. Can't do it from here. Yeah, a second. I want to check what my quests are. Deal 100 damage to an enemy hero. Okay. I believe I stopped playing this game because I eventually discovered how much grind it had, to be honest. Because it really is grindy if you don't want to pay for anything, which generally free-to-play models, that's how they work. You trade time for money.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Probably only play a couple more games of this too. Because I personally am hungry and I have a pizza that I would like to cook. And then I'll probably be back on for Anachronox later on. What is that? There's nothing I can do. What about this? There's nothing to play it on, of course. Mortal Coil is great when combined with certain things that allow me to draw cards on death.
Are you my master?
Yeah, post fitness, did you still want to do a, what do you call it? What's the game? Dungeon Siege 2 stream? Because I was meaning to ask you about that. I really want to try that out. We'd have to do some virtual private network things to get it working though. Because I think co-op doesn't work anymore online. Slap. Just punch myself in the face, receive card. Let's see here. Want the Igneous Elemental out first. If he's running a Cthulhu deck, which he is, because he's got Beckoners of Evil and I saw Cthulhu, then things are not going to be fun when he finally gets said Cthulhu. Okay. We'd have to find a service that allows us to do virtual private networks for it. But once we do, we should just be able to treat it like local. I don't really care about that now that it's out. Put the Devilsaur Egg out. We do have 2 Sated Threshodons, which is a bit much early on, to be honest. Cool. We'll have to take a look at that. Actually, how about we try that after the Anachronox stream has finished. I don't know how far I am in that game, but I get the impression we're getting pretty close to the end. Just from how things have been, really. I could put out Raid Leader and attack with the egg to get a 5/5. Yeah, why not? As one of my best friends has said, combos have happened. Oh, don't turn my rabbit into a sheep. Sorry, rabbit. Raptor. Don't turn my raptor into a sheep. It's still a 2-1 sheep, so... Fantastic.
Drink the power.
Hmm. Dead sheep. Ooh. That's not what I want. Smack face, receive card. Oh, I'm playing against Teriyaki. Just sitting at the table, and on the other side of the table is a bowl of teriyaki. Card draw, bro. You can't live without it. He's let me get way too much value out of that raid leader, by the way. Eight cards versus my, what, 7? 7, yeah. Yay! Why don't they just remove the raid leader?
Listen closely.
Hit it very hard.
Give me a minute.
Fair enough. Yeah, I won. Alright, I think that's enough Hearthstone for today. 3 games, 2 wins. I'm fine with that. Okay, thank you everyone who ended up joining me today. If you like what I do here and are not a follower yet, please consider following. If you want every follower... Bleh. I have a script for this for a reason. Why am I not reading off that? Hang on a second. That says the thing. This thing right here. Thank you everyone for joining me on this stream today. If you like what I do here, please give some thought to following. Every follower helps me find the motivation to keep streaming and continuing to entertain you all. If you want to contribute more to the stream, a donation button is also available in the panels below. The panels below this video. Every donation goes to a game I intend to play on stream, and I will personally thank you, of course. Of note, we also have the Witcher franchise stream coming up pretty soon here. which starts at Witcher 1 and ends at Witcher 3 using the same save file across all of them. That's gonna be a long stream. Like a whole long time of streaming. Anyway, I'll see you all in a bit. I am going to be doing some more streaming today, but that's going to happen later when the Anachronox stream starts. Until then, bye. Oh, sorry. Anachronox stream is also at 6 p.m. PST. Later.